Now we're going to look at TelePresence peripherals. These are things that we plug into our TelePresence endpoints to enhance the experience, or to actually have an experience. Things like cameras. We're going to use touchpads so that we can control our TelePresence units. We're going to take a look at some of these peripherals that go along with our TelePresence systems. The Touch 8 is used to connect to the codec and control it. It allows you to change participant layouts, mute, start the conference, dial numbers, basically manage the TelePresence session. And then the codec itself connects to the network. It plugs into a switch, it gets an IP address, it communicates with Cisco Unified Communication Manager, or, depending on the type of codec, it could also communicate with VCS instead. And then it uses the XML protocol to talk to the TelePresence manager server, and this is what's used to schedule and sometimes even initiate conferences. We can see from a Google search of Cisco TelePresence Touch what these products look like. These are handheld, tablet-like devices that interact with our codec so that we can manage our conferences. Next, we've got the TelePresence Precision HD camera peripheral. These cameras connect to the C-Series codec. For power, we're going to use a Visca cable, which on one end, the RJ45 is going to plug into the camera, and the other end, the DB9, is going to plug into the codec. Some important points that we want to remember regarding this camera: we do not need a 12-volt DC power cable when we're connecting this camera to a codec and another Precision HD camera if we're daisy chaining our cameras. And we also want to remember that in order to connect this camera to another Precision HD camera, to daisy chain it, we're going to use a cable that has an RJ11 on one side and an RJ45 on the other. We can see what these cameras look like when we search Google using the term TelePresence Precision HD camera. These cameras are going to connect to your codec, which then connects to your external display. So you may have like a TV system and a rack that would hold all of this together along with your C-Series codec, and then you could wheel it from room to room. These cameras come in different flavors. Some of them have more powerful zoom capability than others. Then we've got the TelePresence Precision Speaker Track 60. It has dual cameras so that it can be used for fast, direct switching between participants. One camera is going to be focused on the active speaker, while the next camera finds the next speaker, the person that starts to go, well, hey, it's my turn next. The switch between the two participants is nearly instantaneous. And when we do a Google search using the term TelePresence Precision Speaker Track 60, we can see what these bad boys look like. Dual cameras that help make the TelePresence experience more immersive, more lifelike. And that brings us to the end of the module. In it, we examine the characteristics and features of Cisco TelePresence video endpoints. We took a look at the TelePresence CTS video endpoints. These are the endpoints that register to Unified Communication Manager and they use SIP. We also took a look at the TelePresence TC video endpoints. These came from the company Tandberg, and they can register to Unified Communication Manager using SIP, and they can also register to VCS using H.323 and SIP. In addition to going over the characteristics of these endpoints, we made sure that you knew what they are, what they do, and what it is that you want to remember. Coming up next, we're going to get into my favorite part of working with Cisco collaboration video endpoints, and that's registering them to Unified Communication Manager. We're going to show you the step-by-step process of registering a Cisco SIP 9971 video phone to Unified Communication Manager. When we're done with that demonstration, you're going to know exactly what to do to get these phones up and registered and working in your collaboration deployment.